Hi guys, Wilster 100 here. I got tagged to do the Lame Lung Tag CF by Miranda Porche, so thank you for the tag. And I guess I will jump right into it. This tag is about how CF personally affects me. It can be hopefully of interest to people who just want to learn about CF or, you know, happen to stumble across my channel. So, I've got everything written down on a piece of paper right here. There's not going to be any editing or anything. I'm just recording on my phone. So, let's get started. So the first question is, how do you keep track of your meds and your treatments? For me, I do a lot of it on my phone. Because I almost always have my phone with me, I will just set different alarms for different times. And that way I can make adjustments. I will set alarms for when my treatments, wanted to do my treatments because I have 3 of them. That way if I'm outside or not looking at a clock, the alarm will go off if I have my phone with me. Same with my pills and the Orkambi, and basically I just set alarms on my phone. I have my phone with me. That way I don't have to mentally keep looking at the clock, and I can just know that the alarm's going to go off when it's time to do whatever it's time to do. So, yeah, basically I just set alarms on my phone to remind me when to do stuff. And then, because if I write something down on the fridge or something, I'm not going to be paying attention to it. So, number 2 is, what is your personal baseline? And for this one, we thought that I had hit a baseline of the mid-60s for the past year, or not year, but 6 months or so. I haven't really been able to get above, I hadn't been able to get above 65 FEV1. But last time I went to clinic, which was in September, September 20-something, my FEV1 was 71%. So, I don't know if it's not really my new baseline, but it is a new high number now that I can achieve, hoping to get higher. I'm hoping 71% is going to become my new baseline, or higher than that. So really, even though, like I said, we thought my baseline was 60, if I blew a 65, 66, I was happy. But it can always change. As far as like the way I physically feel, I can tell kind of when I'm dropping below baseline. I'm very tired. I'm coughing more than normal. Most of the time my mucus will change color. I can't get around and do stuff and walk around the whole day and stuff and like feel fine. I get very tired, very slow. I cough a lot. I have more trouble breathing. So I can kind of tell when I'm kind of dropping below my baseline. And when I'm at my baseline, I can basically function as a quote-unquote normal person. So, yeah. Number 3 is, what do you do for lung clearance? For me, I mostly do the vest, which you'll see it in some of my vlogs I've been putting up every day. It's kind of this thing that, it's a vest that wraps around me and shakes me for 30 minutes at a time. It shakes the mucus loose, and then I can cough it out, or actually I tend to swallow it, but it gets it out of my lungs. I also have a flutter, which is a little green device that I blow into and it vibrates on the exhale, and I will use this when I'm traveling in a car. I can't do my vest, so I will use this in a car, late at night at hotels. It depends. Mostly I use it when I'm traveling, otherwise I don't really touch it. And then lastly, I also do a lot of exercise, running, walking. It helps me to expand my stamina, it helps my lungs to expand and fill up with air, and it gets me coughing, and it gets me, it just helps me. So for airway clearance, I do the vest, and I do a lot of exercise. I enjoy exercising, and it is one of the best things that I can do for my lungs. Number 4 is, what is your least favorite type of cough? And yes, there is different types of coughs. For me, it's the one where you get this, this tickle in your throat. Your throat is kind of dry, it's tickly, your cough isn't very productive, there's not much coming out. It's just this little, kind of like a sinus drainage tickle in your throat that will not go away, that makes you cough every 2 to 3 seconds. And as a CFer, I'm not allowed to take anything that suppresses cough, so the only thing I can really do is take a hot bath or try to ignore it, but especially if you get this kind of cough at night, it is very, very hard to sleep. So definitely kind of like this ticklish sinus drainage, annoying type non-productive cough. It just irritates me, and it's very hard to sleep. And number 5 is what other organs are impacted and how. My pancreas is affected. I take artificial enzymes. Every time I eat, I take 3 with meals, 2 to 3 with meals, depending on the fat content, and 1 with snacks. My whole digestive system is affected. It's very hard for me, as it is a lot of other CFers, to put on weight. I continuously eat. I do night feeds at night, but in the same time, I am 17 and I am only 72 pounds. And so it is very hard for me to put on weight. My whole digestive system is kind of out of whack due to CF. My sinuses get stomped up a lot. I'm runny nose, stuffy nose, headaches. Definitely impacts my sinuses. And then I don't know if you can consider a bone an organ. I guess you kind of can. But due to being vitamin C and calcium deficient, which some CFers are, I have very weak bones. I've never broken a bone in my life, knock on wood, never plan to. But I do have very weak bones. So those are what other organs in my body are affected due to CF. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for the tag. I don't really know many CFer, vlogger, YouTube people, but I would like to tag the Fry Life if they see this video. I'd love to see Mary do this tag. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye!